Most girls don't know that.
Why would you even say those words, bro?
This dude's sprinting. Naruto, hands behind his back. Like this, bro. He's 6'8" and he played basketball. And I was like, oh, okay. We're good.
He's probably not racist.
Like, it was the funniest thing, bro. Like, he was talking. And we're live. Episode 4, baby. Let's get it.
We've never said that.
It doesn't matter. Episode 4, baby. Let's get it. Nothing's ever black and white.
I think the next investment in our company, should be one of those little
Yeah, the movie things.
Yeah,
I like that. Bro, episode 4. 4 is my favorite number.
Is it really?
Yes, it's my favorite number.
Why?
Because I'm born on the 4th. My sister is. My mom is. My dad is. We're all born
For
on the 4th.
real?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm January 4th. My mom is August. Sister September. My dad is October.
So now they know your birthday, and they're gonna know where you live. So
my
that's
social
dope.
security number is I'm Chris.
I'm Stefan. Gabby's behind the camera.
Who's Gabby?
Gabby's my girlfriend.
Okay.
Our 1 year's coming up.
Ooh. Big moves.
That'll be my first 1 year relationship.
Wow.
We're already in new territory right now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never been past 10 months, so.
That's crazy.
Well, now I have.
So it's
Yep.
for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
My boy Josiah down bad.
He is down bad.
He's down bad.
He's down like Future,
bad.
bro.
You were, because,
I heard him. I was laughing, but I heard some of the reasonings.
bro,
It's
yeah. Like, because, like,
kinda-
listen, every time we talk about a girl, or he talks about a girl that, like, he likes, he's like, dude, this one's different. This one's
Yeah,
different. And that's
I
the
heard you
first.
say
That's the
that.
first thing he said whenever he's on the phone. He's like, bro,
you
this
said
one's
you
different.
always say that. He goes, but listen.
He's like, I knew you was gonna say that, but like, listen. And I said, okay, I listen. And he was saying a lot of things, because he's full. He loves cuffing season. Bro. Like, he won't admit it, but Josiah loves cuffing season, and he's fully willing to do it. But like this, he was telling me that this one's nice. Yeah, he's in law school. He's got his money right, his mindset's right, good faith. Like, he's attracted to do. Like, he's set. Like, he's.
Why have I never met him?
That's a great question, bro.
Did he? Oh crap! What was I gonna say? Dang, I had something funny that I heard of that conversation. I don't remember what it was.
It's fine. But he was saying that she's super beautiful, and they met at a church service.
Oh yeah, they're like, are they going on like a date tomorrow?
So they're going to a baseball game. I'm pretty sure.
Like together?
Yeah.
Just them?
Yeah, just
So a
them two.
date?
Yeah. So a date. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I know. Josiah in there. He's deep.
All right.
What type of songs or artists do you listen to whenever you work out? What's your go-to?
J. Cole.
J. Cole?
That's probably my most common go-to, but to be honest, most of the time. So I haven't shared this yet. So me and my brother used to DJ, still kind of do sometimes, but as like our main source of income was DJing like school dances, weddings, like anything that somebody needed music for. So sometimes it'd be like work stuff for some people, like work parties, like holiday parties and stuff. But for that reason, I like a lot of music, but I also have a lot of music on my phone that I don't like. But because there's a lot of music that I like, I can't remember all of it, and I don't have the playlist on my phone, so I just have all the songs. So I click songs, shuffle, and
Really?
sometimes it'll take like 10 to get to the one I want, but sometimes it'll be like a worship song. I'm like, sure. And it'll be like J. Cole. I'm like, bet. And it'll be Justin Bieber. It'll be like an 80s song. Like, it's
I
just
cannot
random
do that.
music.
There's no way. No, I only listen to disrespectful music, bro. Only, bro. I have to, bro. It just gets me in that mindset, and like, I just can't be happy and like tear my muscles apart. It just feels wrong. So I listen to Meek Mill, because he's like the ultimate hype person of all time. Like, he can make any song hype. Drake. I listen to Young M.A, because she's just disrespectful. And then T Grizzly. T Grizzly's like,
Who's T Grizzly? Do I know T Grizzly? I'm bad with artist names.
First Day Out, Scriptures. Bro, all right, I'll show you after. But he's from
I actually
Memphis.
don't know who that is.
He's like a bigger dude. Like he plays GTA streams and whatnot, but like
Okay.
he's big. And some of his songs is just like like there's there's an intro song on one of his newest, not his newest one, but like an album he made in 2019, and it was like all the stuff I talk about in my songs are real. He like snitches on himself basically, and he's like, if you match the stories of my city and my songs, like they line up. But yeah, no, I love
Disrespectful music.
I just
Is it all rap music or hip hop?
pretty much, yeah. It just depends. Sometimes when I do leg day, it's just Bryson Tiller,
Yeah.
and I just vibe. That's what I did today. I was just leg extensions.
I could tell you did legs today when you sat down at midweek.
Yeah.
You went, I sat down real slow. I was like, yeah, he did
Yeah,
legs.
it was rough. I was
Most of the time, I listen to rap or hip hop while I'm working out, and whenever I would stretch or do core, that's when I'd turn on more like vibe music.
I
Yeah.
hate doing core, bro. I do my obliques sometimes. I did obliques today. I
Yeah.
was doing the little teeter totter thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's all I do. I hate doing abs, bro. It makes
Yeah,
me
you
feel
do.
sick to my stomach. Tattoos, bro. Do you have any tattoos?
I don't.
Do I have any tattoos?
No.
No, I do not. Are you? Will you
I had to
ever
think
get
about
a
it.
tattoo? Yeah.
I was like, cause I had. Yeah, I probably. I always say I probably will, but
Yeah.
I never think about it. Like,
So you don't know what you would get?
no. That's why I haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah.
I want something to be like. I want something to come up in me go. My first thought
Yeah.
go. I want that to be a tattoo
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I haven't had something like that yet.
Yeah. Gabby, do you have any tattoos?
I don't, but I have a few that I want.
Like what?
I want to get the day that my brother and I were adopted in
Mm.
numerals.
Ooh, I like that.
That'd be tough.
Get, like something to do with my faith.
Yeah.
Like a cross
Yeah.
or a verse or something.
I like that a lot.
The day you and your brother are adopted from Romania and Roman numerals, that would be cool.
Whoa. I didn't even think about that. That's dope.
I'm telling you, if you got that, but white down your upper spine, that'd be
He
sick.
has a tattoo idea.
No, he told me one time on Rocket League. It was the funniest thing, bro. So
Oh.
he was talking. Yeah, hold on. It was the funniest thing, bro. You did? You heard this? Oh, listen. So we were talking about it, and it was like he was talking like, do like dark skinned people get like white tattoos? And I was like, no, they just like it's just dark. It's just harder to see.
Yeah.
And he's like, it'd be dope to see like white tattoos. And I was like, it would be dope.
Because I had a white friend,
Yeah.
like a pale white friend, get
Yeah.
a white tattoo. And she's
Yeah.
like, I wanted it because you can't really see it unless I
Mhm.
want you to see it. And she showed me how. So I was thinking while we were playing Rocket League, I'm like, that would look tough
Yeah.
on someone who's not white, just
Yeah.
like anything darker than Caucasian.
But then it took me like 5 minutes or like a while.
So
after
yeah,
you
I
said
said
that.
I go, all right, I'm gonna Google white tattoos. And I go while it was like searching, like while the search bar was going on, I go, I probably should order that different. I'm probably gonna get some like Nazi symbols, some
Yeah.
KKK people.
And then I was just playing Rocket League. I was like, yeah. And then it took me like 30 seconds. I was like,
white tattoos.
white tattoos, bro. So I was thinking like Confederate flags, like Nazi symbols, all that stuff, bro. So funny. He made a joke. It just did not hit me. It took me like 30 seconds for it to
I know.
hit
I
me.
made the joke and didn't even. It was perfect because I
Yeah.
didn't laugh or anything after I said it. I
I
thought it was
know.
bad funny. You didn't respond. I was
So
like,
I was,
dang,
I was
he
a
didn't
little bit
laugh.
locked in.
Yeah,
And then it hit
and
me.
you
And I
started
was like,
dying
I was
laughing.
crying laughing.
I wish we had a recording of that.
I don't know. It was good.
Dang.
For me, I was actually talking to some coworkers today about tattoos, and they were asking me if I had any. I said no. And they're like, "Do you want any? Are you gonna get any?" And I was like, "Probably not." And I was like, "I just don't desire it right now."
Yeah.
But I did tell them. I said there is one design that I would get that I'd never like told anybody, and I told them, and I was like, my dad has this like tribal tattoo, like all of, like that generation, like all got those tribal tattoos, and
Yeah.
I told them, I said, if my dad like ever passed away, that's what I would get. I would get that on my arm. Yeah, 100%. That's what I would get. I would deal with the pain, even though I hate needles.
Yeah.
I would just deal with it. So listen, I was talking with my coworker today, and he was talking to me about like NASA and the space station, and he was like, America has been trying so hard to figure out how to write in space because pens use gravity to write. That's how like the ink goes down whenever you're pushing.
Yeah.
And there's no gravity in space, obviously, so like you can't like write. And
Right.
so they were trying to make this pressurized like thing. They're trying to make this pressurized pen, and they like were trying. They're spending millions and millions of dollars on it and whatnot. And then he told me, he's like, "You guess what Russia did?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "They just used a pencil." I was like, "Bruh, they're just spending millions of dollars to make this pen, this pressurized pen that like doesn't even work, and the Russians are just using a pencil to write in space."
That's
bro.
actually mad funny.
Yeah.
Especially at that time, there's not smarter people in the country.
I know, bro. Literal rocket scientists. Like, that's what it was.
Going to the moon for the first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
Just wild. They're trying to figure out how to make bro. They
Yeah.
needed like one of us in the room. Like not knowing what's going on and being
Use a
like,
pencil.
yo, I had to use this on a test last week. Like they made me use it. Y'all can just have it. Just take this one.
Yeah. That was deep. That one was nice. That one in my lower back to the left felt nice.
I had one it was like right above your tailbone.
Yeah.
It's just really like,
Ooh, yeah.
that's what you just did it sound like. I had one on this side and that side today.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Just a one pop.
Yeah.
Didn't hurt.
Yeah.
Just. Were you a kid that ran to lunch in school?
No.
You weren't? You were always too cool.
I mean,
Never, not one
I was
year.
just never that hungry to like full on sprint.
Really?
No.
When did you start getting like hungry for real?
I
'Cause you're
mean, I
always
was
hungry.
a small kid growing up, so I didn't really
Yeah.
eat that much.
Yeah.
And so I just ate breakfast, and then I would probably have like a snack, like those like little cheese cracker things that you peel open, and you dip in the cheese.
Wait, like the stick crackers
I
or
had
the
both.
squares?
I had both. I had with the red stick you spread, and then
Yeah.
the other ones that are like
Oh,
like the pretzel looking thing.
Yeah.
I had all that. So I'll just eat those in class, so I'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
And then I like the bell would ring for A, B, or C lunch or whatever it was.
oh, you talking about middle school and high school?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about all of them. But
Well, I don't think people were like running to lunch in high school.
in my school, they were 100% full grown. I mean, not full grown, but like 17-year-old, 18-year-olds, Naruto sprinting to lunch, full on sprinting. Bro, there is. I think
Running to lunch.
you what?
Yeah, all girls school, we were like running to lunch.
There was only,
Sprinting?
like,
You were sprinting to lunch.
Beating the other 20 girls.
Everybody.
They were sprinting. I'm letting you know. Listen, I got two stories, bro. One, I was sitting at lunch, all right? So let's just say this is the lunchroom, okay? There's a lunch table right here, and then this hallway right here just runs like that way. So this dude, I'm sitting on this table with my friends. This dude's sprinting, Naruto, hands behind his back, like this, bro, sprinting. He goes like this. He runs up onto this wall. He was moving that fast. I swear his foot touched 5 times before he went down and like sprinting full speed. Naruto ran up. He ran up and went like this, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy. That same dude was, you know Corey Barnes, my friend? Tall dude.
Oh, yeah.
So he was dating this girl at the time, and that girl's brother. That was like the kid or whatever that was doing it. Listen, there's just one story, bro. Corey told me one time. So he was dating this girl, and the brother was just like, he's just like that. He just loved that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he went over to his girlfriend's house, and they both walked into her room, and he was perched up like a dog on her dresser. And I guess barked or something, and then just ran out the room, just Naruto style. bro, 17 at the time, bro.
Oh my god.
Just letting them know.
So
Letting
I could
Corey
just-
know.
Corey's just
Corey's
like
huge, isn't he?
Corey's 6'8", bro.
Yeah.
He's huge, but that dude was just on his sister's dresser. That's exactly how it was, bro. Dude.
We had a weird dynamic at my school. So
Yeah.
the weird kids, I mean, we had kids that were like, doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of our like nerds were like super smart, and we had like an engineering program that was like and it was super fun. So I was in those classes, and a lot of those kids were in there. But they were the kind of kids that they were kind of like that, like Naruto running and like
Yeah.
being obnoxious on purpose, kind of, and just
Uh-huh.
like going out of their way to be different. But they were also the kind of kids that would get in trouble on purpose because school's stupid, I'm above school,
Yeah.
I'm too smart for school kind of thing.
Yeah, bro.
One kid it's not complicated. But when you're in high school, you don't think about like trying to do this. Got on the computer and found a way to send a message to every single computer in the district, and did it. He got like expelled, he got suspended for like 2 days. No, you can't do that. He said he went by like this code name. Everyone called him the name. Like even some teachers called him the name.
Yeah.
So he said like his code name in the message and just said like hi, but it sent it to every computer in the entire district.
How do you even?
It was
do that
like
at that
2
age,
clicks.
bro? Really, that's it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Just no one ever thought to do it.
Dang.
Yeah. It was just they just did that kind of stuff all the time.
Bro, I've never been to the principal's office my entire school existence, kindergarten through senior year of high school, but I got suspended one time, and it was on the last day of school. It was because we did this senior prank or whatever. It wasn't even really a prank.
How'd you get suspended on the last day of school? What'd you get suspended from?
So basically, me and Josiah were both vice president and president at the time, okay? And
Really?
yeah, we
I didn't know
were senior vice president and president. He was the president, I was the vice president, and we get this text saying like we're all supposed to go to the guy's bathroom like in third wing, and we're just gonna like throw a party or whatever it was.
Okay.
And so we asked the teacher, or Josiah was like, "Can we go to this thing?" And he was like, "Yeah, just don't tell him that I sent you or whatever." So like cool. So we all like we left and we dipped and we went in there, and it was just probably like. At the time, it was probably like 50 people in there.
Uh-huh.
And we walk in. Corey Barnes actually, like, he's doing homework in the back corner. I guess he's just trying to pass or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's in the back corner. So we're all just chilling.
On my last
They were
days.
playing music, so we were cool. And then all of a sudden, just a wave of all the girls, like juniors and seniors, start coming in, bro. And so we're all just like, I thought it was fine. We just
Yeah,
like
like,
chilling.
whatever.
We were just dancing. We were playing, it was that Push Me Into the Edge. All my friends, that little Uzi Vert song that was like popping at the time. We were playing that. We were all just like jumping and whatnot. And then, like all of a sudden, everything just went quiet, and all 4 or 5 principals were standing outside the bathroom, and they like couldn't come in because
There were so many people?
There was girls in there.
Oh.
That's basically why. And like the male principal couldn't do it.
Right.
So, anyways, everyone leaves, and me and Josiah are the last ones.
Dang.
And so they all got like sent to the cafeteria. So
Right.
we left, we walked out, and everyone looked at them in the eyes, and they're just shaking their heads. And me just, I was just like, dang. But anyways, they like were threatening to like not let us walk at graduation and saying a bunch of different things. And bro, it wasn't even that bad
No, not at all.
at all.
Bro, there's horrible senior pranks.
Yeah.
Like, there are some that are so bad.
Yeah. But like, so we basically got suspended we were supposed to have a half day and then do like a senior parade. And we didn't get to do the parade. We had to stay for like 3.5 hours and just be quiet in
What?
the library. That's like our in-school suspension.
But that's whack. That was on your last day of school.
My last day of school.
Dang.
Of my entire life.
Dang.
Yeah, it was-
Bro, my last day of school ended kind of sucky too. So my last day of senior year so it was a half day. Mm-hmm. But I had a final on the last day, and it was a physics final. And this dude, my teacher, was awesome. So it wasn't AP physics. He was like, "It's too hard. You guys don't want to do that. Like, you're in high school.
Yeah.
We're just doing like normal physics.
Yeah.
Like high school level physics." We're like, all right, whatever. So last day of school, he's like, "All right, here's your final." He hands it out. There's only like 6 of us in this class. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Yeah.
And in high school, I'd always take like more time to do tests and stuff. Most teachers would just let me stay so I wouldn't rush, especially
Yeah.
on like math tests. So like trying to work all this stuff out, trying to figure it out, I didn't know how to do any of it. And I was like, I had an A all year. Like, how do I not know how to do this? Like, I've been doing it all year. Trying to figure it out. School bell rings. Everyone gets let out. Everyone's dapping each other up, saying bye, last day of school, about to leave and then come back for the parade or whatever, doing all this stuff. And I'm just still in there doing my test. Mm-hmm. So I stayed like a half hour after and tried to finish it, tried to do what I could do, handed it in. When I walked out, there wasn't a single person in school. So my last day of school, I walked out of my classroom getting absolutely destroyed by this test, and there wasn't a single person in the entire cafeteria. Come to find out, he said he had like a surprise for us or whatever. He was like, I got somebody I gotta let y'all know. He like sent us a text or something. I was like, what was it? And he never let us know. And then I was like, wait, like what? And then my friend who was in that class, like I somehow like ran into him like a week and a half later. He was like, oh, he never told you? Yeah, that was an AP physics test. He just gave it to us to show us how hard physics would be if we continued to do it. So it wasn't for a grade. What? Bro, what? He should have let me know. When school bell rings, he should have been like, hey, you can get up and go. Like, that's not going to count. Like, don't try on the rest of it. Like, you've been trying, like, hard. Yeah.
Wow. Spidey senses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gabby, do you know about this? About the Spidey senses?
Do you know that men have, like,
Spidey senses?
Kind of?
No.
So basically, whenever danger happens or something we fear, like when we see something that we fear, our balls tingle. Did you know that? You did not know that? So most girls don't know that.
And the thing is, I always forget to like talk about it because it's just been a part of my life since I was like a little kid.
Yes.
It's not even like a post-puberty thing.
Yeah.
It's always a part of your life.
Yes.
So you don't think to talk about it.
She's like, what?
She's mind blown. I know. I'm letting you know. Most people are afraid of. Can I say this?
Yeah,
Most people are afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Like I think at least.
Yes.
Most people I know are afraid of heights. That's the for me. I think for most people it's the first time you experience your spidey sense.
Yes.
You look over a ledge and you're uncomfortable and your legs get a little bit weak, which maybe like is that a thing? Like do your legs get weak if you look over like a ledge, like a really or you think you're about to fall off something that would like hurt? Maybe. That's the tingle. It happens. Your body, your brain, it's letting you know, like stop.
So basically, the reason why it's that I call it the Spidey senses is because on vacation this last summer, I was in Panama City with my family and my sister's friend's family, and we all went to dinner one time, and I explained it to my parents, like whenever me and my dad were like, 'cause we were on this like 19-story condo thing.
Y'all were getting the tingle.
Yeah, me and my dad were getting a tingle, and I asked my mom, like, you know about this? She's like, yeah, and my sister, I don't know if she knew about it. And then we go to dinner with my sister's friend's family, and they asked the mom of the group, and she was like, I've been alive for 43 years, and I had no idea about this. And so it's crazy because most girls don't know.
Yeah.
But literally, our balls tingle. Like, we just, it's a weird...
Not a sexual way,
No.
It's
just
a
like...
thing. Yeah, like, oh, no, we're not doing that.
It's weird, but anytime there's danger or just like a fear of death or anything,
It's
just
more like a fear of
squeamish,
death. Yeah.
It's just like it tingles, and that's why it's the Spidey senses. It just
Yeah.
lets us know that like that's dangerous. But
Yeah.
listen, Gabby, ask any guy ever, and I promise you they will say yes,
Yeah.
100%. It's weird, but trust me. I promise you, every guy just knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But most girls have no idea. Would you rather have paper cuts all over your body and jump into a pool of lemon juice, or would you rather kick a 2.5-inch nail underneath your toe?
Why would you even say those words, bro? Why would you even
I
say
did the same
that?
thing, bro.
Why would those words even
I was
come out of
in
your
work
mouth?
doing a transaction. I did the same thing. Which one?
Dude, I can't even show you videos of people breaking their ankles, and you say that?
Yeah. Which one?
Those words actually.
Which one are you doing?
So they're paper cuts, not like.
It's just paper cuts all over your body. Like,
Yeah.
Like 10,000 paper cuts all over. And you got to jump
It's
into
like-
lemon juice, so it's going to burn.
It's like regular, like printer paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
paper cuts could be like those,
It's just
like card.
Just like.
Why'd you do those first?
Because it's all over. But lemon juice, though, like, so it's going to burn. Like the bar when he gets that alcohol after. Stuff hurts, bro. What would you rather do?
Or kick a two? You said 2 inches.
2.5-inch nail into underneath your big toe.
I think I gotta jump in the pool.
You're jumping in the pool?
I think.
Okay.
I think
Gabby?
that pain would be over quicker.
Okay.
You get out the pool.
Yeah.
It
No,
takes
I
a few
agree.
minutes, but
That's what I said.
That you can't
Yeah.
walk for a while, or if like
No.
every time you take a step, that would hurt.
Because I'll just like
your toenail would be off.
I'll just flex my entire like body so I, like I'll just flex it and then I'll just hold it because I bet you it's only gonna last like 30 seconds to a minute of like the burn.
Yeah.
But like a toe, just
So it's going in your toe?
underneath
So,
your
like,
toenail, you kick it.
The sharp
So it
part
just
of the
shoots
nail.
in.
Yeah, the sharp part of your
Got the spidey senses.
And you have to kick it too.
Kick it as hard as you can in there. I'm going with the
Your
pool,
toenail's
bro.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going with the
it's ripping off.
Sweat
Yeah.
blood.
I feel the same way. Bro, listen, my sister, actually, I don't know if I should say this because people might, like, say it to her or whatever.
We just cut it
But,
out if you decide
yeah,
not to.
There's one episode of SpongeBob where Squidward and SpongeBob are moving furniture, and SpongeBob drops the table on Squidward's toe, and then, like, he pushes it in, and then, like, pulls it out, so it's like ripping his toenail out, and then he pushes it back in, and then pulls it out again, and then it traumatized my sister Kaylee, and anytime I like want to get to her, like her head, I'm just like Squidward's toe, and she goes, stop. It's the funniest thing, bro.
Stop.
Listen, this is also the thing too with my sister. So you know what a scoop is? Like when you like scoop somebody. All right, we did this thing like growing up where if you make somebody look up, you can scoop their neck.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I've
that was
heard
like a little,
something different.
It was like a little game.
Okay. Scooping is different where
Oh yeah. So it was just like a little game that we played, and like it got to the point where like we would just look at each other, and if we did this, like our whole face just does this, bro. And I promise you, like next time you see it, like I'll look at Kaylee and I'll just go, and she'll like this, bro, every time. So I'm gonna do it. I promise you, I'm gonna do it like at her wedding, like whenever she does it. I'm just gonna. And she's gonna. Her whole body just. She just does this, bro. It's so funny.
protects her neck.
Yeah. And like she'll look at me too. She'll just like I just like talk to her and she thinks I'm gonna do it. And I'm just like reaching out and she'll just like like that. And then she'll just like try to grab me and I'll do the same thing, bro. It's so funny.
Blenchy.
Deep conversation. So I had a long conversation with my mom last night.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 2 hours. I went to my car and I called her. It was like at like 10:20 or something like that. It was after we did
Did you see me look out the window, by the way?
No.
Okay.
But it was after we did the spa night. Mm-hmm. Did a spa night, by the way. It was dope. It was me, Stefan, Drew, Kelly, Gabby, and Taylor. It was dope.
Face mask and
Yeah, we had
eye
Mexican
mask.
beforehand, and then we went back and did face masks and stuff. Did like the little eye thing. I had the eye thing on in the car the whole time. I was on the phone. But it was nice. It worked. It felt good.
yeah.
But anyways, so
My skin feels great.
I was having a conversation for like 2 hours, and I was just like venting. I was like, "Mom, can I just vent to you?" Because I never just like get to vent like for real to anybody.
Yeah.
And I was just like going off like about everything, like not like good things and bad things, just things that like I don't like, things that I do like, things that I want, things that I don't want, like different people that I like, different people I don't like, just like everything. And a lot of the conversations were just about like the season I'm in right now, and it got to the point where we were like talking about race and stuff like that, and it was something that like we always talked about whenever I got bullied, but we never like really talked about it.
Uh-huh.
And I told you that I had a conversation with my dad like before I left to go back to Springfield. Did I tell you that?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
So I had this conversation because we were talking about just different things, and like we never talked about me being black, like growing up.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was the first time that we ever talked about it, and it was like weird, but it was like super healthy because he had no idea like all this stuff that like I went through.
Uh-huh.
And like he was like bawling, like he was crying, and
Yeah.
he was like, "You should never tell your mom because it would break her heart." And I was like, "You're probably right." So I didn't tell my mom everything, but I did open up a little bit about just like what it was like being in an all-white family in an all-white town, and like having all-white friends, and like being attracted to white people because that's like all that I was surrounded with.
Yeah.
And then I brought up the conversation that we had, you, me, and Austin, about
Uh-huh.
just like the girls and whatnot.
And Dylan.
Was Dylan there? Oh yeah, Dylan was there. Sorry, Dylan Massey, you were there too. Sorry, but I was explaining that because I was just reiterating the conversation that we had, just about how like inherently you and also were more attracted growing up to white people just because that's who you were surrounded with.
Yeah.
And the same for me. And I was like, it shouldn't be like that, but it is that way. And I was telling her that, like, the reason why sometimes I don't, like, try to go for white girls is because of, like, 6 things that always runs through my head. And the first thing is, like, is she racist? And that's just, like, a subconscious thing. And the second thing is, am I just, like, some fetish?
Yeah.
Because I've had that, like, in high school and, like, early college where girls are just like, oh, you're mixed. I love mixed boys. Or I love black boys. Like, that's why, like, I want to be with you. And I was like,
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those 2 things.
It's not right.
And then I'm thinking, like, does she think I'm attractive or she doesn't know because she's just used to, like, white people growing up?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, that. And then I'm thinking, like, if I were to pursue her, is her family like the get out parents where they're just like culturally like trying to make me feel comfortable but also like making me feel isolated?
Yeah.
And then the last one is like, are her parents racist?
Right.
Because then I'm thinking like long term, like if I have kids, like I'm not letting racist parents like help raise my kids. So it's like there's 5 things that just always run through my head whenever I think about that. And that's why it just like freaks me out. And I was explaining that to my mom and she like really didn't know that like I like struggled with that. And I explained some of the like stories that happened to me like with those situations. And it was just cool because like we never really got to talk about it, but we finally did. And I just felt like this big weight lifted off my shoulders. And towards the end, she was just like thanking me for opening up, saying that she was always there for me. And she was just saying that, like, I know a lot's going on with you right now, but I just want to make sure your number one priority is God. And that's like,
yeah.
And it just like threw me off because I was just like ranting about everything. And she was respecting me and like talking about all that stuff, but she's like, I noticed that you never talked about God with me the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she finally like said that, and I was like, you're right. And I just started crying and just thinking about just like my walk with God and my faith and like how just growing up it was always just like in and out, in and out, in and out, in for a while, out for a little bit, in for a while, out for a little bit, and just like this like roller coaster. And then being in super hard, and then quarantine hit, and then I got depressed, and it was just like always just seemed like just battle with me and myself and with God, and God trying to help me, but like me like refusing. And it was just cool just because she said that, and it made me think, and I was like, she's 100% right. Like, I need to be closer with God, and I need to work on myself and do that because I can work on myself, I can love myself, I can challenge myself, I can make my body healthier, I can make my mind healthier, I can be financially literate, have money, like, have the right mindset in life, but when it comes down to it, like, if I'm lacking in my relationship with God, then I'm lacking in everything. And she was just like, let me know, and she's like, I want you to pray after this. I'll be praying for you. I want you to pray for your roommates, and I want you to attune your heart towards God more. And I was like, dang.
100%.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge. And like you said, it doesn't matter what you do, because you look at people that have, you can always look to someone who has, like, what you hope to achieve, and those people aren't filled up.
Yeah.
If they don't have God.
Yeah.
Like, the famous thing, and it's probably a meme for some people, but the famous, like, conversation is, like, the interviewer with Tom Brady, and he's like, at what point is it, like, enough? It's, like, never going to be enough. And he basically, like, indirectly, I think, I don't remember exactly what he says, but he's just, like, pointing to God. He's like, I have so much money. The most successful football career that you can have. Mm-hmm. Like, you couldn't have ever predicted someone having a more successful career than him, and still going and all this stuff. And he's just like, it's not enough. Same with so many other people. My dad told me, he grew up and luckily he's not even close to being racist, because he has every excuse that someone could have for
Yeah.
being racist.
Yeah.
The way,
I
like,
remember you telling me.
just the area and time that he grew up. But he's not, because he loves Jesus.
Yeah.
Actually loves Jesus.
Yeah.
And he just told me, he was like, it's just crazy because like right now it's like you said, it's almost like a fetish or a fad sometimes, like with girls, but
Yeah.
there is a sense and there's like some science behind it that like light skinned people are built different.
You can say the word.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
built different.
No, you can say the word.
I don't know any personally, which I
Yeah.
don't know a ton of mixed people,
Yeah.
but everyone I do is from a physical standpoint genetically very gifted.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's just crazy that like starting to see it like culturally change, because when he grew up, like Gabby, what you said, like mixed people couldn't find a place to go. They were
Yeah.
like the runts.
Yeah.
And that's like, dang, like that word like hurts to say. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
absolutely what it was.
And like what you said, or someone who's, you know, a bunch of different ethnicities, it's like they aren't half black, half white, they're
Yeah.
Middle Eastern, Asian,
Yeah.
black and white, and they're like
Yeah.
25% all of them, you know what I mean? But the thing is, and what I was more getting at is that like it's hard to be in that spot if you're surrounded by people who are exclusive, but naturally you start to
Hypothetically, yeah.
cling to people who grew up the same as you, and right now ethnicity sort of determines the way you grow up a little bit.
So it was like Drake talks about it too whenever he was growing up, like not feeling black enough to be with the black people, not
Right.
feeling white enough to be with the white people. That's my story.
Yeah.
Like I didn't fit in with either. I had white people telling me that I'm not black enough, or like I'm whitewashed, but I also had people like treating me like I'm black. And I
Yeah.
had black people treating me like I'm black, and also treating me like, oh, you're whitewashed, I'm not gonna hang with you. So it's like in this in between state where you just don't like know what it is, and that's like why I was so introverted and quiet and shy,
Yeah.
and just observant. Cause like I always just like no matter where I go, especially in like rural areas, like out in the countryside or whatever, like I always have to just watch people because I'm always looking at their intention, and that's just like with everything, with people, with like the girls, like I said, like all of those, like I'm looking at every intention, like seeing everything.
Yeah.
And that's just like how it has to be. And it's like sad that it has to be that way, but like that's like how I have to live right now.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of people that are like me and that look like me have to live.
Yeah.
It sucks, but that's just reality.
There should be a massive priority on people's hearts to like make sure their kids are raised up knowing that it's like not a thing. And one of the ways that like you should, I think, do that is sports, because it's not like everyone has to play sports, but like you said, that one, like we talked about a couple times, it's like, oh, he played basketball, I know that he's like,
Yeah.
there's a better chance that dude like understands
That was
like,
Dylan, bro. Dylan Massey. It was because he had a Samsung and he lived in like Fairgrove or something like that, which is like South Springfield. And I was like, okay, red flags. And he was like, but he's 6'8" and he played basketball. And
like,
I was like, oh, okay. We're good.
He's probably
We're
fine.
good. We're
He's
good.
probably not
We're fine.
racist. Yeah.
We're cool. Episode 4, nothing's ever black and white. Loved it. It was good. Good conversation. Yeah, I just want to shout out. I'm not gonna shout out specific people, but I just want to let y'all know that the people that have been encouraging us, like I take note. Like
100%.
I take note. Like I literally, for example, like whenever I drop my like mixtape thing in February, and people like helped me out financially with that, I literally have in my notes every single person's name and the amount that they did, so that whenever I do like make it big or whatever, like I'm gonna give that back 100-fold. Like that's like my plan. But like I literally every comment, every time someone signs up on my story on Instagram or Snapchat, it's just like, keep doing what you're doing. I love this. Like I'm watching the podcast, I'm watching the TikToks. It's great. It's making me crack up. All the comments, like everything. Like we take note.
100%. People who have been positive and like encouraging, I 100%. Like it fires me up and like gets me really excited and like makes me feel.
The can't wait till you blow up.
Yeah, those are huge.
Yeah.
I love it. Here before it blows up on the TikTok.
Yeah.
And the YouTube comments is just like, I love how open you guys are. People aren't like this. Like keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like it helps me. It makes my day. Like that's huge. It's not like we're reaching a ton of people right now, but the
Yeah.
people we are, like that's all I need is the person to tell me like, this helped my day.
I love the TikTok comments where they're just like, I'm dying laughing or I'm
Yeah.
crying or whatever. Because just like
Making them
we're
happy.
we're just like
100%.
doing our own thing right now. But like we posted TikTok and literally it's just making them crack up. And they could have had like a bad day or something, but like our video could have made them just laugh and just made their day or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just super dope. But like because we're like sometimes when you get like too into it, you're just like I just want it to like blow up. There's so many numbers. But, like,
numbers.
Each comment, each like number is a different person.
Yes.
It's something different. And we can't impact them in any way possible.
100%.
Yeah.
We look at the profile and we have these goals in mind and we want to be able to, get to this point and numbers, at least in my head. And then I see a comment that's meaningful.
Yeah.
And now I think, oh, that person.
Yeah.
It changes it.
Yeah.
It's dope.
100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Episode 4.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.
See you.